All right. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze soundtrack, Seashore War. A very generous donation. Thank you so much. From Lone Scone. Here we go. I love this. Oh, I love this. I just got chicken skin. If you got goosebumps, say how's it? I love how they rotate in and out of sequences. It would go from kind of a mallet marimba kind of vibe to, it's not quite a koto or something like that, but the instrumentation is very similar. It sounds like it. I don't know exactly what the other instrument is that's holding the pattern here. Undoubtedly, acoustic string, nylon string acoustic guitars have such an amazingly beautiful sound. And very reminiscent to harps, even though there's only a few strings. I forgot which strings. There is a group of strings in the harps that are nylon, I think. I'm not too sure. I can't remember. Anyhow, the little arpeggiation that's going on there. I love the dichotomy between the arpeggiation of what I think might be a koto or something like that on this side, but having the composer bring in the nylon guitar performance is what I would call a soul separator in the arrangement. You know what I mean? The drums in the background kind of sound like taiko drums. I just saw a performance a couple weeks ago of a taiko troupe that came and played at a festival, and there are different size drums during a performance and stuff, and it sounds like it could be taiko, but really pulled back in the mix. Obviously, it's not taking a lot of power space up front, and then the glassiness of these vocal style arrangements in the background, these whole notes that are happening in the back, obviously really giving at least me as a listener never playing this game, knowing that this is called Seashore War, kind of that ocean ambient kind of vibe. But what I loved about when this started, even though this was the beat, in my head I was doing these like weird little triplets. Da 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 da. It kind of gave me. I was kind of swimming in that kind of vibe, and at a certain point, it all kind of caught up for me, and I love that. Those single vocal lines in the back. how many sequences they got going in the background the composer has happening that have either mallet um, properties or handbell kind of properties. Obviously, there are some synths in this, but there are like 3 different sequences that are happening with 3 different mallet sounding instruments. Somebody, I think Mephisto had said that it could have been rubber mallets on a xylophone or on a marimba. Very much so, because you have different mallets you can play with, obviously. But it's very unique how these patterns, how they intertwine, and then where they're set in the mix too. I'll go back a little bit and just check it out. Here, one way in the back, one here, and one answering you right here. That was so nice. Kind of wish, in a perfect world, the bass was maybe a little higher, because there's some great bass work going on in here. The composition on that bass, I wish that would have been just bumped a little more. Something else I want to mention before we continue, when I speak about nylon string performances, and this is a live performance, one of the things I love about listening to these live string performances when it comes to that is the imperfection of the performance that comes out, of which most people won't notice unless you're a musician or something, which is going to be a little fret noise or a buzz. If the guitar player didn't get exactly the pressure into the fret where you wanted it. And to me, that is so much more the organic vibe of everything that it is to perform any instrument, are the human nuances such as that. But I do wish the bass was just a little louder. Can't tell if that harmonica lead in the back is synthy or if it's another instrument. Kind of reminds me of something that Sting would do. I mean, this really does have kind of a Sting vibe to it. Nice production choice there, dropped just about everything off. That was great. I loved that scone, lone scone. First of all, thank you. Look, I'm stuttering. Thank you so much for that donation. That was really nice, and I really appreciate it. But I love this. Listen, I'm sorry. That's exactly now where I came to when I just said it. This has a very Sting-esque feeling. I forget which album it is. Fragile. There's a song at the end of that that has this kind of vibe from Sting that has this kind of a vibe and stuff. And also the multiple percussive uses. You know, I think a lot of that was actually organic, but there was this really nice conga line in there too as well. And I guess for the game is the essence. I don't know. I've never played this game. And so Seashore War, maybe this was some kind of battle that was going on. I'm only taking from the title. But it sounded very passive and very chill. Like it really puts you in this kind of like, you know, on your way down from the buzz kind of vibe. I mean, you know, from riding jet skis, the buzz in your hand. Anyhow, that was bad. Yes, Fields of Love, I think it was. Very good for Orion. Fields of Love, I think that was the one. Or Fields of Gold or something of that, yeah. That's what I meant. That album is absolutely monster classic. Just absolutely monster classic.